Hey, beautiful friends. I hope you're doing really well in this now, wherever you are. Know how loved you are, whether you ever experience it to the magnitude in which you actually are loved. I don't know about y'all, but I've been moving through some density and at the same time feeling super light, super grounded, peaceful, connected. It's so very interesting. Just feelings of, I'm going to use human words, but they're not even that weighted. It's like feelings of sadness, it's feelings of, oh shit, this isn't working out. That's what it is. It's the feeling of, oh fuck, this is not working out the way I thought it would. This is kind of not what I planned for. Like, I'm ready for it, and this is not what I expected. And when we feel that, we can feel then like confused, unsettled, ungrounded, activated, anxious, those things. And I think that many of us have tools to navigate that. And I just want to bring it into the awareness that, like, oh snap, I'm feeling super connected and grounded and all of these things. And at the same time, moving through a consciousness that creates a frequency and a feeling inside of me that is, oh fuck, like I don't like it. Oh God, I don't like it. I don't like it right now. And so I'm curious. First of all, I'm curious if anyone else is experiencing this. I doubt I'm not the only one. What I have been seeing is that we are moving through a density belt. So, sometimes we move through photon belts, and recently I feel that we are moving through a density belt. The density belt, I see this as big black balls of density, of shit that just doesn't feel good. And we're moving through whatever consciousness we're in, and these balls are just coming at us. And some of us are getting hit. It's almost like hail. Like, you can go out in a hailstorm and legit not get hit, or you could like literally get hit by one and be totally taken out and die, right? So I'm seeing these big black balls of density as kind of coming in, and we're moving and we might get hit, we might get grazed, it might like plunk us down, it might take us out. And as we're moving through this, sometimes we walk through bands where there are more balls, more big heavy balls than others. And when we're in that space, the invitation is to like pause, look around, and be like, there's a light pocket, and just go diving for it. Just dive for that light pocket and just kind of like recalibrate your shit. Because if not, then it can feel very overwhelming. It's almost like a feeling of quicksand, cosmic quicksand, and it can literally take us down. And we're not here to be taken down. However, because we are shifting consciousness and energy fields in which we are in, that means that we will be moving through barriers of other resonances. It's like when you go from one radio station to another, how you'll be hearing the song on this station for a while, and you'll kind of hear the next song, but then you reach this threshold where you can only hear the new song. That is what I think that many of us are kind of going through, are different thresholds. So it feels like density, maybe in ways that we're just aware of it, but it still feels okay. But it's also like, what the fuck? Like, why am I going through this density belt, right? It's because we're moving through that threshold into a higher frequency of consciousness on a more regular basis. So yay for the big black balls of density just flying at our faces all the time. But for real. So I just want to put that in our awareness that if you're experiencing these like, what is happening? Like, that feels dense and a little bit out of character, but not unfamiliar. But unfamiliar in a way because I'm moving through it differently. I'm processing it differently. I'm just navigating it in a different way. So that I just want us to remember that many of us are like literally moving through the threshold of the whole other frequency bandwidth as we're living as this like higher frequency consciousness, holding more light in our physical, which means that we'll be crossing through thresholds, right? We're always evolving, always expanding and growing, in one direction or another, right? No harm, no foul, no judgment. So we can either grow and expand and evolve in a higher frequency light field, or we can expand and grow and what would maybe feel like devolving into a lower density consciousness. It's a choice either way, right? I can walk into this dark density and talk about how everything is wrong and these people are wrong and this is how it should be, forgetting that that's literally just I'm feeding into that program because I'm wearing judgment pants, right? Judgy pants. Or I can sit in neutrality and be like, holy shit, that's not what I prefer. I'm going to grow something different. I'm going to be this different. I'm going to create new solutions. And then I'm feeding into the higher frequency. I'm continuing to move through that that boundary from one field to the next. So it's a big invitation to just be aware of what field of consciousness you're in. And when you go through these maybe times where it feels really dark and dense, but not like the whole thing is dark and dense, but you're just like kind of getting hit with like, what the hell, what the fuck, that type of stuff, that it's really just moments of movement through to the next iteration of experience, to the next frequency band, literally moving to another band width, another frequency with a totally different amplitude, totally different patterns, totally different sounds and octaves and harmonics. We're moving into that. So that means that we get to make sure that we're clear of that density, right? Because we literally can't bring it with us. We still get to move through it. And so as we move through it and make peace with it, instead of like, oh, I just get hit by a big black ball, throw it away. But like, I got hit with it and be like, oh my God, look at that. That was frustration. Oh, because I had an expectation that someone was going to do something that I thought they should do. Oh, fuck. That was just me being righteous, judgmental, not in acceptance, and I literally was having an expectation. So that means I was like holding something out of the now as it should be a certain way. So I took myself out of presence. Okay, great, awareness, doink, and I transmute it, right? Or I might look at something because it hit me and I'm like, oh my God, I was just rejected and that door shut on me. Oh my God, that feels like abandonment, and let me cry about that because that fucking hurt. Wow. I'm not gonna get mad at what the door that shut or whoever shut the door. I'm not gonna get mad at me for feeling abandoned or sad. I'm just gonna let myself feel that shit. Cool. I'm gonna be then transmuting it so that I am literally anchoring into that new bandwidth of frequency. So that is legit what is happening that I've been picking up on for the past few days. Today, I feel like it's still gonna be happening through this weekend, and it's always gonna be happening. I get that, but I wanted to share it in this now. So I hope you're doing super well and that you're navigating wherever you are, whatever consciousness and frequencies you're legit moving through. If you have any support that you need or want, if you would like to get help navigating this through the quantum, because y'all, if we don't know energy, like for real, we literally won't be able to navigate this shit. Like it's because we're moving into a field of being where we know energy, we know it like no other. So if you would like some support or information about that whole energy stuff, I teach quantum spirituality. So I'd be happy to share and help guide you in any way, shape, or form, because I would love for you to just like live from this really present, joyful place. So you can click on one of the links in the description box or whatever. You can email me. Everything is Jane the Guide. So just look for Jane the Guide, because I am Jane, your spiritual guide. Anyway, I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you all again on a soon now. And just know how loved you are. Like you are love. Exactly where you are and how you are. You literally don't have to be any different. So take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you soon. Peace.